So as you think about grades and look at yours in Schoology, you'll see something that looks like this on the left. We've got our feedback categories for the 4 different learning targets: reading, writing, speaking and listening, language, and vocabulary. We've got 2 or 3 scores in each of those. Should look like something like this, okay? Remember, the feedback is not averaged into a grade, but your grade should reflect what you see in that feedback category. So like this student should expect a solid for their reading score. They should expect sophisticated for the speaking and listening score. Okay, so if you see something that doesn't look right in your grades, just let me know. If you're missing something, I'm still happy to take that work. I'll score it. If you had a bad grade because you were missing part of it, I'm still glad to keep working those in. But you need to email me those or email me directly, because I'm not going back through and checking old missing work just to see if anybody added to it. So if you need something updated or think something's incorrect, let me know. That's all for the feedback. Then the rest of your grades should look like this. There'll be a remote learning feedback category. And then this last one is our actual grades. So you have 4 grades, 1 for reading, 1 for writing, 1 for language and vocab, 1 for speaking and listening, each of our 4 learning targets that we've been talking about since the first week of class. And you can see this, you will not see these points in your grade book. I'm just showing you that each category is not weighted equally. Reading and writing are the most heavy because that's the bulk of our work. Then speaking and listening because of our Table Wars tasks, and in general, we do more with that. And there's a couple of language and vocab tasks this semester that are factored in as well. At the end of quarter 4, I'll look at your remote learning feedback, and I'll add a 5th grade to the grade list, and that will say remote learning, and in parentheses, it'll say quarter 4. Okay. The good news is that grade from the 4th quarter is only allowed to improve whatever you have. So if you're at a solid, and maybe it's whatever percent, and you do really good work in this 4th quarter, I'm allowed to bump that grade up. If it's the same or worse, then your 3rd quarter grade becomes the final grade. And if that's not clear, let me know. I'm still working through that in my head as well. Now, if you don't get a 4th quarter grade, you choose not to do any of the remote learning feedback or any of this work that would go in this feedback category, then unfortunately we have to enter your grade for the whole semester as incomplete. So if you know people who are just hanging out, not planning to do nothing, gotta let them know it's going to cost them, and they're going to have to make up a bunch of classes, and it's going to be a pretty big headache. So help yourself, help your friends out, get that stuff in. Okay. What else? Different values said that. And then your transcript will ultimately just end up with, it'll say English 3A. There won't be a percentage. There won't be a sophisticated, any of that stuff. It will just say A, which is great. If you've got questions about grades, don't hesitate to reach out. It doesn't bother me to talk about them or to look at yours specifically. I want you to feel good about what you're doing, and the grades should reflect that because you've done really good work this semester.